Obey so surprising to know that global info analytics obey period no 1212 about next survey about to about no offer. Since you know why a new survey, the survey no is about John Dramani Mahama, not Dr. Mahama Bawumia. Oh yeah, survey bia overton we prove that one of them no is likely to get the grip or oil the northern part of Ghana. Now why didn't you mention one over to one? Because this particular oil analysis away is very, very serious. It is now clear that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, former President John Dramani Mahama, the CCR, Akono, between the NDC and the NPP, and one diamond could be in the lead. Now, CCR, you be said into the northern part of Ghana, no, in the suburban there, one of them should pick it up. One and all much more of a harder grip or a higher chance of winning the northern part of Ghana. Now, over a period, no, Ben Nelson, there on your poster, there often there, election scene, the Bobo. Now other data be to out, other predictions are to out there. Oh yeah, this particular person obotu win the ama election. And the damage among your queen obotu win the ama elections. So over a period no, or the big two to go, but Ninya and Sheda and get in line, Papa. Now one of these data collection oil companies and these poster companies we to know we gain a lot of name, a lot of ground here. Global info analytics. The global info analytics, Rebecca, even though the oil predictions are the main. During the MPP super delegate otum no ma percentage as to ma Kennedy Benya na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Benya ba ono so offer pepe. Now, wasan so why another survey bi. Now that particular survey, that survey is actually going to help every candidate, every party to be able to know. Now say global info analytics, we to why that particular survey, them why that no. Na say why there. Them rubber you able to be a mobile see. Now according to one data why research one able to way here. I not tell at least in or ye there in neighbor way pino. Now yet to me as aqua dream na ya the how best yet that my data yet be any I should put there. Also more can obesia na. Now ibium global info analytics when you a lot of criticisms. No doubt. This survey be na they be no one yarding. But nonetheless no over a period no one service no telling na bob or sis saying. Now, global info analytics, the oil survey be able to go. No one may have this particular video. No, say the northern part of Ghana, no social John Dramani Mahama, former president, no she Dr. Mahama Bawumia, the vice president. Also, a could be no but to win higher chance of getting northern part. No, but shock we papa. One man called Ninkete, or the managing director of global info analytics in Samo Tuga, near Ria, Yentin
Northern region proper, northeast region, and Savannah region. And the upper east region and the upper west region. Current data from January 2022, BBC, October 2023. In January 2022, 5 northern regions, not John Mahama, had 53%. And as at October 2022, or they call 69%. And then in April 2023, or they call 66%, and July 2023, or they call 61%. And as at October 2023, John Mahama, 5 northern regions, Okuta 59%. Dr. Mahama Bawumia started off in January 2022, there were 5 northern regions, 39%. Then in July, we call 42%. Then in October, or they put to October 2022, or they put to 22%. Then in July 2023, or call 36%. And after October 2023, John Mahama Bawumia and I'm 32%. And then Alan Shematin in the 5 northern regions is doing 5%. Now, and no, and after the young zoom in and call northern region proper. The northern region proper, no, the AC or honum. Na global info analytics form American train said Diana air course northern region proper and untino ama figures no etesa in the northern region pet as you see an MPP kuta 9 seats NDC kuta 9 seats. Don't forget the popular vote no so no 5 northern regions ni no NDC lead MPP over 400,000 but now northern region peno Yenshare from January 2022 and Kunkusi October 2023. In January 2022, JDM started off with 46%. And October 2022, no, or they call a 69%. And April 2023, or they call 76%. And presently at October 2023, JDM in the northern region panel, and then 80%. And then then in January 2022, Dr. Mahama Bawumia, and then 34%. And then in July 2022, Dr. Mahama Bawumia could do 88%. And then in October 2022, Dr. Mahama Bawumia about 29%. Then in April 2023, Dr. Mahama Bawumia comes down at 22%. Then in October 2023, Dr. Mahama Bawumia and then 13%. As at now, in just the northern region, Bawumia at 13%, Mahama at 80%. A PhD student in intelligence and security, or say, and Ibemi, Jana Kwale, it can never happen. Musa Dankwa Yamwa.
Opening Mijimuso. Hello.
What you saying?
Yamina Dum Yahuye.
Good. A global for Debia say Yanamutin and Kakanga. What the idea be about Mancro for Yamashomo? PhD student Bakokra was a way dear Wanini. And the NSA, as at October 2023, John Mahama is projected to be at 80% in the standalone northern region. And Dr. Mahama Bawumia in the standalone northern region, on 13%. The NSA.
Yo, Mida Senia Kunya Odiamai. Nemi Tia, not over figures to be around 13 days. Mamma explanation to some of the figures you were mentioning, and I did why it happened those times. Osha July 2022, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia moved from 43% in the northern region to 88%. And Mahama collapsed from 55% to around 10%. But Kaya, this was before the economic crisis, no? Before the economic crisis of 2022, which manifested in the July mid-year review. So Bawumia was riding high in the northern region. Then Mahama collapsed. Then immediately after the mid-year review, October 2022, Bawumia collapsed from 88 to 29%. And Mahama went up from 10% to 69%. And then Obekaya, between October to January 2023, fuel prices dropped. Price of goods stabilized and quite dropped in some cases. So there was optimism around the country, in fact. And that saw Bawumia going up again from 29 to 62%, and Mahama dropping 37%. So those were defining moments in the northern region polls. So those polls, had time stamped on them, and we have the reasons why those polls were behaving like that. Now, since January 2023, Mahama has been on ascendancy. In April, he went from 37% to 76%. In July, he dropped to 70%. And in October, he went up to 80%. Bawumia in April was 22%, July 28%, and now at a poultry of 13%. Osha, at the beginning of the 2022 polling season, I started here, now the gap between Mahama and Bawumia in the northern region, about 12%. Now that margin has gone to almost 60-something, 7% or so, which is quite high. Now, you made mention there, none of them come from the northern region, because Bawumia from the east and Mahama from Savannah. So, northern region will be a neutral ground to really test the popularity of these candidates in the 2024 election, because none of them come from that region. Now, what we can say is as the economic bite as the economy bites, Bawumia goes down in the polls in northern region. So, and since April 2023, we've seen the economic crisis accelerated into today, and that is why Bawumia is really behind in the poll in northern region.
Minibesia, a Friday, my baby Busa say, going into the future, what can we look for in the northern region? Given, say, when it comes to the MPs, now a 9-9. Now we share the exploits of Ubiti say Mohammed Amin Anta. We share exploits of Ubiti say Hassan Tampoli. We share Mohammed Yusuf Mwa. Omu performance, you share clearly. But you tell me, say, there is going to be a new poll. And also, Mobaba Beye. It is a new poll, no, so, a share a regions in Libya. A woho no mwa. Na yehunu, the Edebeko, say Ubiti say, you share regions in Libya. Eba said the ubesi afa besi bibi to say karaga ebeko saying na yahwe ehun no manti by Friday na yahwehwe said the ubesi new poll to cover Saboba, Tolong, Sabelugu, Sanelerugu, and then Karaga. Yahweh said the ubesi afa edi ebeko.
You. But before many
okay.
Yeah, special one be on typically Zongo dominated constituencies. I don't know, within the next week here, we are checking the 3 candidates in Medina, in Ashaiman, in Ayawasu East, Ayawasu North, Ayawasu Central. And Asawasi constituency.
I cannot afford to wait any longer. Keep going.
We are looking at these special constituencies, which are largely Muslim dominated, to see what is the effect of the Muslims and Zongos in the upcoming election by looking at the microcosm of this period with regards to national elections. Very interesting times.
Very interesting times. Yadawase Musa Dankwa, Executive Director, Global Info Analytics. Yadawase.